Good evening, or morning, or whatever it is where you live. But today we're going to be showing you how to make Raiden from Mortal Kombat. This is how I do it. And let's go down the styles and show you exactly what I used. We'll start with the color codes. For the blue, that's the color code for that. The white is just white. That blue is the same as the other one. There's a reason for that. The hat, right there. The eyes. And for the hat, we use the straw hat. And for the face, Power of Zeus. That gives it that lightning coming out of the eyes. And shoulders, I don't use anything. Back, I use... Find it, there it is. Enhanced Speed Force, because that's color changeable. And that gives you these little lightning things that bolt around you. Which just adds... You don't have to use that, I just think it looks cool. And then for the chest, we use, this is where I find it, here it is, Lord of Lies. And that will give us this whole chest piece and the belt. And then hands, I don't use anything. You can use Sinestro hands if you want, but I don't think it's necessary. Waist, I don't use anything, because I'm using that part from the chest as the belt. For the legs, War Metal. And then the feet are League of Assassin, which will show you that anyway. If you want the spelling or whatever. It's those ones. There's two of them. It's not these, it's these. These ones look like that. You can also use Spec Ops, but I think these look better. And then for the aura, there's any electrical looking aura, really. I wanted blue lightning, so I went with the back. Oh, there it is. I went with the Energized Lightkeeper Blue. That gives us this. I think it looks kind of lightning-y. And then accessory. I use the Speed Force Conduit. Now, if you don't have the Speed Force Conduits, where you get these from is when the anniversary event happens. There's a vendor that sells them. You get all the flash suits as well. And then emblem, we don't use emblem. Hair, I just use long. And then you just make it like white. And then skin, it's just human 3. And that's pretty much how you make Raiden. Go back to the color there. The hair is just that. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, right, materials. Materials, I just use the wet paint. You could put this on, but it doesn't look as good. I'll show you why. You see? It's a little too silvery. So we go back to this. And then sometimes, on the head, I might go with sparking, because you get more lightning on there. But I find it glows a bit too much, so I ended up just going to this. You can also just go none, too. But that is pretty much how you make Raiden. We'll see you next time.